All right, well, let's look at what we need to do in order to go ahead and take this written description and turn it into an algebraic expression. And here are the steps we're going to be using. The first thing I want to do is identify our verbal operators. What descriptions tell me whether I'm adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing? Well, let's read it. 7 less than the quotient of 6 and a number. Well, I know that less than, this is important. This means subtraction. And then quotient, I already know that quotient means division. I'm locating my verbal operators first so that I understand what math is going on. Now, identify the numbers that I'm using, that's the operators are using. So 7 less than what? Well, here's my first number. I'm subtracting 7 from, well, less than what? Well, less than the quotient of 6 and a number. Well, here's my number 6 and a number. Well, I know that's a variable, so I'm going to use v. So, what is going on here? What am I subtracting 7 from? Well, this is when it comes back to our idea of what we were talking about before, is understanding what is happening here. 7 less than the, because it's 7 less than this, I'm actually subtracting 7. So I want to start writing my algebraic expression. So I'm subtracting 7 from the quotient of 6 and a number. Well, that's interesting because if you think about it, 7 less than the, so I'm subtracting 7 from the answer of 6 divided by number. So this I can consider a grouping by itself. So it's subtracting 7 from my answer of 6 divided by, oops, not 4. That's wrong. I wanted to draw Z and I was writing 4. 6 divided by a number. Remember, a number is a variable. So as you can see here, I can group this together because for me to do this correctly, I need to figure out what my answer is here first before I subtract 7. So my answer is 7 less than whatever I get when I divide 6 and a number. The whole process that we're taking here is really just breaking down what it's describing that we're doing. And important to notice here that 7 less than what? And this is where I understood that the grouping was happening. 7 less than what I get when I do division for 6 and a number. And that's why I group this together. So I need to figure out what this is first before I take 7. Let's look at another example. 5 fewer than twice a number. So I want to identify my verbal operators first. So I know one off the bat already. It is the operator fewer than, or the term fewer than. And I think about that when I'm thinking about something that's fewer than, I understand that it's subtraction. And the other operator might be hard to see. But this is one that I talked about, that it doubles as an operator and a number. Because this right here, twice a number, it means multiplication, and it means 2 times whatever it's talking about. So I know that I am multiplying 2 times a number. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that as 2n. Multiplying 2 twice a number. So here's twice a number, and then I have the number 5. So what I went ahead and did is identify my numbers that I'm working with. So I have 5 and I have twice a number. So I represented those 2 parts. Well, what am I doing with this? Let's see. It's 5 fewer than twice a number. So 5 is going to be less than twice a number. 5 less than twice a number. And this is the part that may be confusing. If I say that I have $2 less than Jamal, and Jamal has $7, I want to figure out how much I had. It'll be 7 minus 2, Jamal's money. The difference, I have $2 less to figure out that I have $5. Now, that's why when we're reading this, the number we're subtracting is always fewer. 5 fewer than what? Fewer than twice a number. So I got to figure out how much money I have. What is twice a number? Then I want to take away 5 from that to get my answer. And this is why this is my algebraic expression. At this point, you're going to go ahead and try this on your own. Then we're going to go ahead and do some review before I let you all go do some independent practice on your own.